why not quit something? It's nicer than you think. Hello there! So the topic of today's video might spark some disbelief at first, because it is about quitting things. And we've always been told that we're supposed to stick with things, to try again, to push through, to hustle. I really dislike the word hustle. We even think that a feeling of burnout is a good sign, because that means we're trying really hard and we're even suffering a bit while trying. And that's gotta be good, right? Well, luckily, that's wrong. Sometimes quitting something is better. I really enjoy starting new things, but recently I have quit a few things and it feels really good. Sometimes quitting is even more exciting than starting something. So the first thing that I quit is the cello. Yeah, I started to play the cello back in January and I have been taking cello lessons instead of violin lessons for a few months, and it was tons of fun, but I like the cello, but I don't love the cello. It was just something I really wanted to try. So a few weeks ago I had my last cello lesson and then I returned my cello to the luthier and it's gone. I quit. But it feels nice. To me, quitting feels like clearing up mental space. I often compare my mind to a hard drive. When you run too many programs at once, it becomes cluttered and it gets slow. Well, I think that I'm very sensitive to clutter in general. I really dislike chaos and having too many things going on. It really irritates me. And then I get the urge to get rid of half of it and then neatly organize what's left of it. And to stick with IT terms, it's like running the sea cleaner app, but in your life. Also, apparently, I have quit having boring hair. Well, obviously, I have some color going on quite often, but now I was in the mood for something with a little more pizzazz, with two colors. Heck, I even got an undercut a few weeks ago. I mean, look! Ta-da! So yeah, okay, but let's get on topic again. A second thing I have recently quit is Patreon. I started this in February with the hopes of gaining a steady income from it. Well, with only 5 patrons, that really wasn't going anywhere. And therefore not something that I should be spending a lot of time and energy on. So making extra content for Patreon began to feel like a chore pretty fast. And that's why last month I shut down the page. Well, it's a bit of a pity it didn't go as planned, but I gave it a shot. Apparently, this audience wants something else. And that's fine, because I can't control that anyway. So after running the Sea Cleaner app through my life, I will obviously have more time to do things that I will stick with. And those things are going back to violin lessons after the summer, to obviously violin practice, because violin practice has been chilling on the back burner for a while. And lastly, I want to continue making videos for YouTube. I also want to play more songs in videos. You know, that short play-along style kind of video, like I did in my last video. And I really enjoyed that. And I would love to use my electric violin more often. My electric violin is currently at the luthier because the bridge and nuts have to be adjusted, because those were quite high. So that made playing not as comfortable as it should. I can't wait to have it back so I can make nice things. Also, I'd like to learn how to use this thing, which I may or may not have bought 2 years ago and never used it. Well, I guess I have to figure out first how to use recording software, because I have no clue. If any of you happens to know a bit about that and you'd like to help me along a bit, shoot me a message on Instagram and we'll get in touch. So, all right. Getting rid of obligations as well as physical things is indeed really liberating, but apparently my brain thinks it's entirely okay to have a drawer full of unused instruments. Apparently my brain thinks if it fits in a drawer, it's fine. If you build it yourself, that's fine. And if you seriously think you will ever learn how to play a 5-string properly, by all means, keep it. I really plan to use those things more often, because most of them are just sitting there collecting dust. And I may or may not have recently bought another drawer-sized small instrument. So I think you will see that in my next video. You know, setting priorities is so important, and it also means saying no to other things. For example, I was considering joining a musical class in which I would learn to sing, dance, act and play in a musical. But that would take up so much of my time that I thought, well, it seems so great to do, but let's not do it. I really want to focus on music and making videos. So maybe I'll do that later, who knows? But for now, let's not do it. Sometimes it's really helpful to say no to things before you've even started doing them. Okay, and that was my little story on quitting things. Quitting things, clearing out stuff, and just tidying up your life in general is so nice to do, at least for me. In 2 weeks, the summer holiday is coming up, and that means I will have 6 weeks off from my work as a teacher, and I can't wait to just do whatever the heck I feel like doing, recharging, cleaning and organizing all my things because I like that. And then starting fresh again in early September. But summer also means that another worldwide string collab project is coming up. Sheet music and click tracks are being made as we speak, so stay tuned for that. Okay, and that was it. I hope you liked this video. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time.